if you guys are local. And of course, Pursuit, like I said, wish it was just a little bit more exciting. I wonder how fast those guys are going. How fast he's going now, Vinny? 72. So it just shows you the vehicles, just the regular folks on the freeway out here passing this guy. He's probably, my guess is he's probably on the phone trying to make some plans, maybe get some advice. Maybe he's calling his lawyer. Who knows? Okay, I got to do some scannering here because they're going to be switching over to different frequencies. I wish I could read your comments. It's the only thing that I see on here is more just more of who's joining and not so much of who's what you guys are saying. The last thing I got is from Moore, and and I agree. Chelsea, they did take us for a little bit, but because they are in that quote unquote transitional phase, meaning that there is no lights and sirens behind it, and there's a lot of other news going on, they decided to kind of push this off onto the Facebook. So this is where we are, and we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to follow it along, and we're coming up on the 15. Doesn't look like he's going to be taking the 15, staying in those center lanes, but it's interesting to see a pursuit vehicle being passed by other cars on the roadway. Ryan, good morning. Watching in Montana. Just east of the 15. Yeah, they're going to re-engage it just east of the 15, Vinny. Yep. I gotta switch over to the San Bernardino. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna turn it down, actually, way down. For our folks at the desk and at the station, our IFB is gone as we're making our way more east, and so I'm just telling you guys, we turned it down. If the CHP gets behind it, we'll go ahead and try to work out IFB issues. And if for the folks that are watching on Facebook, IFB is how I listen to and communicate with the station. So, all right, 15 interchange. I wonder if that's the California Highway Patrol, those red lights right there. Because they said they got two, I think they said 2 units just east of the interchange. So we'll see what happens here. And also it doesn't mean that they're going to turn on lights and sirens right out of the box. They're probably going to wait for a little bit of a backup, but keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep an eye on those 2 vehicles right there that are just kind of poised and ready, and see if they get behind them as this vehicle passes. I don't know how they're going to know who the car is, though. That's the thing, too. It's dark. The car is kind of blending in.
Good morning, everybody. What's going on?
What do you mean they're inquiring if they should get involved? They just said they were getting involved.
Stu becoming angry already.
Come on, guys. There we go. He's lighting it up for the officers, so they got to be getting ready to get behind him. They did? Those 2 cars? Oh, yeah, there are 2? Perfect. Yeah, he is.
Make sure you say hello, check in from where you're at.
We're talking
Richard,
about they're complimenting the Night Sun capabilities.
Good to see you.
Is that that's California Highway Patrol, right? Or is that LAPD still? Yeah.
Got to do a couple things here. This chase just kicked off. We've been on it about 5 minutes. Stu, of course, in the seat of honor, covering it.
I just love how everybody else is passing this guy being lit up.
Yeah, that is funny. Like, they're just like,
hang on.
This guy must be a celebrity. Just going by.
Switching over to the copper.
Oh, here he goes.
There we go. What'd you say, Adam? No. Is it who's got the light? Is that CHP? All right, LAPD's still here. There we go. All right, and we got tones and everything on copper, so this is officially a pursuit.
It was officially a pursuit already. Come on, Stu. before, if you're just getting here, they had nothing lit up. It was complete darkness, and Stu was very angry.
Left to reveal comments. I want to reveal comments. Yes, Bob, the driver is alone, and maybe he's headed to the Capitol. Well, if he's headed the right direction. It'll be a nice flight for everybody. I'll tell you that.
I wonder if Stu knows he's on, because he's been.
But now it is definitely back into pursuit mode as they're making their way eastbound on the 210. Just
making his way.
No IFP. That is right. They're taking us live. Okay, but how you guys got to do something with the IFP? All I have is static. Location. We are. Yeah. We're coming up on the 215.
He's going down to Mexico.
It sounds like President Trump. That doesn't sound like them taking us live.
Nope. You are 100% live, Stu. They need to put me in Stu's ear. Stu, you're live right now.
Oh, he's opening it up again? Here we go. We're in the Muscoy area, San Bernardino.
Muscoy area, San Bernardino. No. Stu with all kinds of I think Stu might have been drinking. I don't know. He's pretty angry this morning already.
They're going to try to take us after weather. Is there anybody at TOC, Robert, if you can hear me, can you do anything? Switch the IFB, anything? I know.
You're perfect, Stu. Stay right where you're at. This is 100% live. Make sure you share this out. Let people know. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Mr.
Oh, Cy Sperling.
I don't think they're gonna let him go. I think they're gonna stay on him, Tobin. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. You were next to him, Hector? Wow.
I'm not gonna be able to hear their comments.
Were you the one in the car?
Let's go a little wider just to see the reds and blues, just to open the shot.
Stu, a perfectionist, a man who takes pride in his work.
Are we going to go with this? Go with this? Any Haley, or was this just going to be like a quick, this is where we are now?
No, we're going to go with this, Stu. Stay in there.
15 seconds. I can hear you, but it's static.
You're doing great, Stu. Just hang in there. We need this chase.
All right, but we're just doing a little hit, right? Or is it going to be a...
Good morning over there.
I can't
make sure if you're just joining us for the first time, you give us a like.
We have a little bit of an IFP issue, but you can see that the pursuit actually is basically re-engaged. California Highway Patrol picking it up. We're going to be in the San Bernardino area. This is going to be still eastbound 210 freeway. If you guys were watching earlier this morning, this actually started in the Eagle Rock area. LAPD originally over
Eagle Rock area.
That light we're seeing
Shout out to you.
Being provided by the LAPD helicopter. The 215 freeway, that's just coming up here.
Angry Stu.
That's a stolen Mercedes. They were saying that it's a stolen vehicle.
Good morning.
Cold plate. When they say cold plate, that means that plate does
this
not
is still live, yes.
to that vehicle that they're chasing. Now, LAPD actually used a pit maneuver when it was on the streets in the Eagle Rock area earlier this morning. They spun it around, but the car kept going, got onto the freeway, 134 to the 210, and it's been on the 210 ever since. Speeds at one point well over 100 miles an hour. And LAPD, well, they have to do their policies. They've got to make their decisions. They decided to back off. The helicopter stayed with it. Now California Highway Patrol has picked it up. It did, right before we went live, it did get back up into the 90 mile an hour mark. But right now, this older Mercedes, probably an S-Class.
Not an S-Class.
We saw other cars on the freeway passing this vehicle. But when the California
Highway Patrol they put him on the air, and he went live. He went super live because he hasn't known he was on here. He wasn't on the national broadcast, but we've been following him on here. Yeah, I saw the car just passing him. So yeah, if you didn't catch exactly what Stu was saying, he was very animated at the time. This chase has been going on for a while. They did a pit maneuver. He kept on going afterwards. So they've gone well over 100 miles an hour here. Stu has not been knowing he was on the air, so he was angry. He was telling us to light him up, and I mean, Stu is passionate. I will give it to the guy. Love his stuff. Love his work. Cracking jokes.
Loose lips, loose canyon. As long as it didn't lose something else.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're
Dude, the loose cannon.
And
welcome. Good morning, everybody.
Facebook. That's what I'm being told. That's the reason why I turned my mic back on. Yeah, we have some crazy IFB issues. I was just talking with our assignment desk, just kind of letting them know that I can't hear the show, meaning I can't hear the anchors, I can't hear the producers.
You don't need to hear them. They're doing absolutely nothing.
I just play one on television. At any rate, we're keeping an eye on this pursuit. Hot car, cold plates. I can't say that enough. Isn't that funny? Anyways, it is a stolen vehicle with supposedly the plates don't match the vehicle. How do they know it's stolen? Well, I don't know.
That's his Facebook crowd voice now.
Let logic get in the way of newscast.
He found out he's only on Facebook.
The pursuit continues. Speeds just a little faster than freeway speeds. All the other vehicles on the roadway, when they see that California Highway Patrol with their reds and blues on, everybody else is behaving themselves.
Wow.
Earlier on, they actually had other vehicles passing the stolen vehicle, being tracked by the LAPD helicopter. Where are we now? I mean, this is one of those things that if you guys are local, it'll make a lot of sense. If you guys are out of state, these are just names of the cities. We've traveled probably, what are you guys guessing? 85 miles? Yeah, something like that. Since this thing began.
Sorry.
We're in the Redlands.
Oh, no. Come on, fix that feed, Stu.
Del Rosa area off in the San Bernardino, in the city of San Bernardino. So continuing on the 210 freeway, if we keep this
make sure you share this out. Make sure if you're joining us for the first time we got a chase over here. Go to our Creedence and Bishop Show page on YouTube and give it a subscribe so we can keep you up abreast on everything we cover as far as chases go.
Other vehicles on the roadway to do some sort of spike strips. So what can they do? Well, they follow along. They lost our picture here. Wow, look at that. We went to blue screen.
Yeah, it's fixed it. Don't worry.
Yeah, there it is. We're back.
Stu, you jinxed yourself on that one.
85 miles.
Come on, Stu. Pull it together.
Going down, maybe to conserve some fuel. Maybe there's, who knows? I mean, if it's a stolen vehicle, how much gas are you going to put in it? You know what I mean? It's not your car.
$5 worth.
I'm just kind of goofing around with that. At any rate, California Highway Patrol, they are not goofing around. Law enforcement, not goofing around. They're keeping an eye on this. We went back to blue screen.
Stu seems we're a little ahead of Stu. Stu's behind us. Or
I wonder if we should go to a different mountaintop.
No, you're fine. Stay with us, Stu.
We don't. Oh, we're in Santiago? What's wrong with Wilson? Does Wilson not point this way?
Santiago.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's the reason why we're into Santiago. We're talking about mountaintops. If anybody's wondering what trying to get when it goes to blue screen, that means you guys can't see us. That means there's a signal issue, and that's what we're basically looking at. At any rate, if the assignment desk is still listening to us and Haley's
thank you, Tobin, for executive producing. Make sure when you subscribe, you go over and take our poll on best way for a chase. Then, thank you, Tobin.
Or are we going south?
Tobin trying to get a job.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the freeway is. It looked like we were doing on a transition. I guess we're not.
Morning. Yeah, this is live. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh. Don't worry, Crystal.
Oh yeah, I was going to say.
I know you're a good friend of the family here.
I guess this is just areas where they're working on the 210. Oh, people. What can we say? Anyhow, the pursuit continues. One person inside the vehicle, stolen vehicle, started in Eagle Rock area, California Highway Patrol. They did what I'm sorry, LAPD did what they could do to bring this thing to an end early on, doing a pit maneuver when it was on the streets over in the Eagle Rock area, spun it around, but was not good enough because the car kept going. And then the guy was like, "Oh man, you guys really want to stop me?" So he made his way onto the freeway, and it's been on the freeways ever since. At one point, that older Mercedes, pushing well into the 100-mile-an-hour mark for quite some time, it's made its way through Pasadena into the Santa Anita area, and then basically started slowing down. Thank goodness, because we were having a hard time catching up to it. You got to remember that even in our helicopter, about 130 miles an hour across the ground is our best speed on the average. So if that car was doing 120, we're only gaining 10 miles an hour on it. So do the math. But basically, he slowed down, and I say do the math because I can't do it. I'm not good with math.
Coming up on Redlands, all right.
The San Dimas area, and then first time we put it on the air was over by Rancho Cucamonga. It looks as if
what a great name for a place.
On the 210 freeway, we're doing that little dip to the south, which might free up
social worker. Yes, we got you, Edwin.
But
we got you.
Right now, I can tell you, the pursuit continues. California Highway Patrol behind this vehicle. My guess.
And this is live, 100% live. So if you're joining us, make sure you share this out. Live chase right now.
Along the lines of that vehicle is going to run out of fuel, or it's going to just come to an end when this guy just pulls off the freeway and just brings it to an end.
Look at Stu looking at his crystal ball.
That's my guess. But right now,
what are you guys' guesses on this? I mean, it's been going on for a while now. Stu might be onto something.
LAPD. Yes, LAPD made their way all the way out here in the San Bernardino area. Ron, that's not nice. Let's be nice about that stuff. Always wanted a safe ending. Yes, me too, and very much so. Every now and then I get to see some of your comments. So I always enjoy reading what you guys have to say. But for some reason, the comments are very sketchy. At least we have a picture on my phone this morning, knowing that at least somebody's watching, right? But at any rate, we're just keeping the pace here. California Highway Patrol chasing this vehicle. Now we're still eastbound on the 210. Technically, we're going south this area. We're going to be on the eastern side of San Bernardino, California Highway Patrol. Redlands. So isn't it San Bernardino County? Yeah, Redlands. The city of Redlands, San Bernardino County. California Highway Patrol still trucking along, keeping an eye on this stolen vehicle.
If you're just joining us, yeah, he had a pit maneuver earlier on this vehicle before the feed started. They didn't.
Inside that vehicle.
Basically, it was a failed pit maneuver. They did it, and he just kept on keeping on.
Maybe that's his plan. He's just gonna take the 10 and start heading back, which would be good because then we might get our IFB back, and then we get our. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, if he goes 10 west. I hope he doesn't want to go to Palm Springs. I hope he wants to go back to wherever this thing started.
I hope he wants to go to IHOP. I'm starving. Need some breakfast.
Well, there goes the opportunity of our lifetime. Oh, here we go, heading out to Palm Springs. Hope everybody brought their hates and sunglasses.
Palm Springs. He is not a fan of Palm Springs. Redlands in the house. Look, we need Unit 14 to get on up there, and he goes and he pits people. World's worst. If you don't know, Unit 15, world's worst pit maneuver officer.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought too.
Look at you. You're just, prognosticating just like Stu today.
Joining the 10. Yep, that's the end of the 210. We're joining the 10. We're going to stay eastbound. On the 10 freeway.
Whoop. This is 100% live. Make sure you give this video a like. That helps us tremendously. Wherever you're watching us from, especially all of our friends over on Periscope, make sure you go to our YouTube channel. Periscope is going away, and you can keep up with
out towards
this kind of stuff. Creedence and Bishop Show on YouTube. He is wanted for a stolen vehicle. It's an older BMW.
Calamasa. That's fun to say. Yeah, Calamasa. Well,
Older.
okay. Yeah.
Not there's anything wrong with older.
California Highway Patrol is doing the swap right now.
The Swiftity swap. But yeah, so he's already had one failed pit maneuver. He's been
you're better at this than I am. Do you think we have IFB again, or we're just too far away? Because we're away from the mountaintop. On what? Ken 1?
Stu's having a bad day today. He is not having it. He's not too happy about it.
Try UHF 2.
Make sure you join us in the chat with your other fellow chase enthusiasts. Let us know where you're watching from, what you think is going to happen.
You know, the real answer is no. I can make out that somebody's calling my name.
Oh, is it a Mercedes?
There's way too much static.
Hector is my man. Hector.
I'm sorry, man.
Blessings. Hey. That's a good question. We'll wait to hear it again.
Oh, I can hear her pretty well.
I'm going to go with Hector because it passed him a while ago. It's a Mercedes S-Class older vehicle. Older Mercedes. Thank you, Hector. Hector, my man on the scene. They're really giving them some wiggle room. They were kind of up on them, but now they've backed off a little.
I'm not too familiar with CHP out this way. I don't know these guys. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They're just like us.
They're just like us, human beings.
Who is it?
It's Mikey. What's up, Stu?
I was going to say.
Mercedes S-Class. Since Hector, my car enthusiast.
What are those things called? Hermosas?
Mimosas?
Mimosas on me, except for the pilots.
Thank you so much, Kim. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Actually, by the time we have landed, well, we can still have those. It'll just be brunch.
Well, thank you, Tanker. You started watching last night? Yeah, that was a pretty crazy one last night. You didn't see our Motel 6 escapade last night. I think we're one of the fewer channels that has the entire chase and standoff. April.
Maybe
he might be. I heard he had picked up his banjo and was on his way to the Motel 6.
Good old Mercedes. Look at that thing. What do you think that is, like a 2003 or something?
There you go.
Really? No, look at the headlights. That's an S-Class.
No, look at Stu.
Because the headlights come over.
Look, our guy Hector
the 50
has already said it is an S-Class.
Yeah.
Rounder. More
it's got to be like a 2000, 2003, something like that.
That was your exit Ford Street. So next time we're out having a chase, go by and say hello to Octavia.
Probably a big V8 in there.
Banjo. Banjo. Half awake, half asleep. That's right. That's right.
Yes, but
just got to pull it together when you've got something like this going on. If you can see the damage to the rear there, that's from a pit maneuver that was attempted earlier and had zero success.
It's sad. All I just get is people are watching and not so many of the comments. But maybe nobody's writing. Let me see if I write something.
Jeez, let me go say something to Stu. Hold on.
From Skyfox. Yeah, see that showed up. I don't think anybody's writing anything. Yeah, probably a lot of people just watching and not writing. So
it's early, Stu. Give people a break.
We have 8,000 viewers right now watching our pursuit to Palm Springs, watching Skyfox flying out to Palm Springs. So, to Palm Springs. So, somebody's texting me.
It's me.
Currently planning to turn around when we lose your signal. Thank you. Vinny, do not shut off the microwave. That's not what they said.
All right. Had to message Stu real quick. Let him know. Hey, we're here. We got people from all over.
You guys are just joining us and wondering what is this going on my screen from Fox this morning. Well, let me tell you, it is a pursuit, and it's been it's been one of those. I wouldn't call it the standard pursuit because there's no such thing as that, but it started in
England. Andrea.
Again,
come
this
on,
is one of those ones. You're not local. These are just words. You are local. You're going to say, "My gosh, dude, that's probably 100 miles."
Hey, bro.
90 miles. And, yes, it is. Stolen vehicle, and the wrong plates on the car. It started in the Eagle Rock area, LAPD, doing what they could while it was on the streets to bring this thing to an end. They did do a pit. They spun it around. But the old Mercedes just kept on going.
Yeah, you hear me?
Way out onto the 134 and then onto the 210, and it's been there ever since. At one point, well into the 100-mile-an-hour mark, and that was the deal. You know, Skyfox, we go about 130 miles an hour. This thing was probably going about 110, 120, and so you know, it took us a while to catch up. We finally got up to it when it got into the San Dimas area. The vehicle also slowing down at that point. LAPD, their helicopter's been with it the entire time. The bosses at LAPD making those tough decisions, basically telling their officers, back off, go back to where you got it, where there's work to be done. And they did. The ground units turned around, but the helicopter stayed with it. California Highway Patrol re-engaging the pursuit somewhere just outside of Rancho Cucamonga. And
that's where we picked it up.
Since we've actually watched one swap of the California Highway Patrol as they made their way out of the San Bernardino area. I'm sorry, out of the Rancho Cucamonga area into the San Bernardino area. Currently, right now, 210 freeway, Calamasa area. I'm sorry, the 10 freeway, in the Calamasa area. And California Highway Patrol, what can they do? They keeping an eye on it. The LAPD helicopter, talking with Adam, our pilot, this morning, and basically saying, you know, we're all in it for the long haul. We'll all have breakfast in Palm Springs if this keeps up, because that's basically where all of us are probably going to have to stop for fuel at one point. The pursuit itself, well, you know, it's one. I always it always sounds weird to me. It's just the driver in the car. That's the only person that we know inside that vehicle. At one point, we did see the lights come on every now and then inside the car. I'm guessing he's probably doing something, maybe texting. I see some flashing lights up ahead. I do not want to give anything away, but perhaps it's going to be something other than just a shift change as we continue on. So we'll see how that goes as we're making our way closer to those other CHP officers a little bit farther ahead there. Right now, though, the pursuit is older Mercedes S-Class. We're guessing probably 2000, 2003. Maybe it's a 5, maybe it's a 6. I doubt it, though. But at any rate, this vehicle just continues to chug along. Where this guy's going, you know, these are always the questions. I wish I could read the comments. Why? Why is he doing this? Well, probably just getting his last couple minutes of freedom inside that vehicle, and just going to drive it till it will not drive no more. And that's basically what we see a lot of the times. Is it going to run out of gas? Is it going to have a mechanical? Are they going to be able to do something to bring this to an end? Well, we'll figure this all out. At any rate, I kind of wonder, that's my question, is since the LAPD helicopter's above it, are they going to book this guy? Oh, look at this, using his blinker. Very courteous. are they going to book this guy and bring him back to LAPD, or back to to where this started in the Eagle Rock area, Northeast Division, or are they going to just is California Highway Patrol going to take him and book him? I mean, these are the questions that I wind up asking later on when this thing is all over. Usually, we just kind of see this thing come to an end and we just forget about what's going on. California Highway Patrol blocking an on-ramp over there. Don't know until we see exactly what they're going to do, but I can find it very hard to
tell your sister to get out there and see if she can slow this down.
Other than do a shift change right there, meaning they're
we're really getting out there and getting to know the lay of the land, Bobby Joe.
To the next,
lay of the land.
Next units that are going to pick it up, and then this pursuit is going to continue on. Where are we? I'm kind of curious myself. Banning, beautiful Banning.
Banning. Beautiful.
The city of wind and sand. And that basically divides.
We found out earlier, Stu hates Palm Springs.
California, Desert City. Actually, Beaumont. My map says Beaumont. Yeah, Beaumont.
Look at that.
It was the peaceful town of Beaumont.
The peaceful town of
Beaumont continues. We're going to keep an eye on it. Our boss has said we can do this until you don't see us anymore. There you go. So no spike strips at this one. And you can see the California Highway Patrol basically going to relieve their brethren from San Bernardino. And so fresh cars are going to be picking this thing up. And
fresh horses for the chase.
A little faster than freeway speeds, but I guess that when any of these drivers on the freeway, when they start seeing the
and he's coming in hot, son. Look at that.
Like, okay, never mind. We're gonna we'll check my speed. Let's slow it down. I'm sure everybody's.
If you're just joining us, stolen vehicle been going on for quite a while. Attempted pit maneuver, damage to the car. They were unable to stop this Mercedes. But he is really coming into a lot more traffic now. So this has changed the game a little bit.
Officers and how they do things, not so familiar. I can't say, like if this was in Gorman, I'd almost bet they'd pit this guy or something. Anyway, I'm getting messages from the Fox desk. They're going to use us at the top of the 6. Let me see if we have any IFB.
Top of the sticks.
Oh, I kind of at the moment, but yeah, at 6 o'clock, that's. Well, maybe that'll be the way this pursuit's going to come to an end.
If you have a guess of how this is going to come to an end, please feel free to let us know.
I don't.
They just passed you?
Out here.
No, you crazy. That's amazing. Did you get a picture? Give them the old thumbs up.
If anybody at CBS is listening, maybe you can talk to Robert and TOC.
He's going to need to refuel soon.
Use one of your mountaintops, possibly Snow Peak. And Haley, if you're still listening to me, I'm sorry you had to listen to me ramble. I do have some IFB. I wish you could hear what I'm hearing so you'd be like, okay, I get it now.
I wish you could hear.
Well, thank you. But
we could talk about.
I just have like a bunch of static, and occasionally I can hear voices underneath it. After weather, it's in the 6. I hope I still have. I hope I have what I have now. That's going to work great. And no, I'm not a little.
Man, he's really punching it now.
About the IFB, it's really bad. Maybe it's the last hurrah. Maybe he's just trying to maybe this fuel light came on.
This fuel light just came on. Make sure you share this out to your friends. Let them know, hey, we got a chase. It's going on right now.
On the Facebook, watching along and listening to what we're talking about, just letting you know that this is kind of a little bit more behind the scenes. You guys have probably all figured that out already. Official, not official type of reporting here. You're listening to basically me, only me. I wish you could hear everybody else. It would probably get a kick out of all the other comments that are flying around in the headset. But the reality is that basically this is more behind the scenes. So every now and then, yes, you'll hear me talk about some other stuff. Yes, I know my mic is odd. Let me do some shameless self promotion. You can follow me on Twitter if you like, and or Instagram and or Facebook. Those are my 3 social medias.
Yeah, make sure you go follow Stu. Stu is a nice guy. Stu is actually a friend of the show. We're friends over there on the Twitter.
It's newsy-esque. Let's just leave it at that. It's not.
Who's helicopter?
I'm
Everybody's
not just
helicopter.
hardcore, this is what happened today type of guy on my social media, because it's social media and it's not work media. At any rate, let's talk about what we see right now. Pursuit continuing. Are we officially in banning? Yep, banning California.
Look at that. Look at my girl. She is on it today.
1 minute. Copy all.
Y'all gonna see Stu's excitement level go up a whole lot here in a second when he goes live on the broadcast. 92, 93. I mean, he's really moving. He's really Stu after dark.
Eastish.
We'll have Stu on one of these days soon when the guy gets a break. We're gonna have him on the show. Let him chit chat.
Copy. And of course it's getting more and more staticky.
Folks, if you look out your windows to the left, you'll see giant dinosaurs. Good morning, Sammy.
Is that Morongo? That's Morongo, right?
Morongo. I love dinosaurs too.
Do some gambling. Oh, I didn't buy a lottery ticket. Son of a gun.
Look at that, Morongo. You didn't win anyway, Stu. Nobody's won. Both lotteries are now up to like $500 million.
And of course, static.
Poor Stu. Having a rough morning. If you're just joining us, it's a stolen car, Mercedes S-Class. They've already attempted one pit maneuver. It failed. Are you sure you're really just not in the car? I have a feeling Octavia is the driver behind the wheel. How you like that?
1-5.
She's predicted every move.
We're just doing a little hit update, right? Copy. That's right, near banning, and it's what kind of pursuit is it? Where we check in where it is. Started in the Eagle Rock area. We're probably pushing the 100-mile distance mark right about now. That vehicle, you can see it, 97 miles an hour. It's starting to pick up speed again. Started in Eagle Rock, LAPD, stolen vehicle with the wrong plates on it. They did what they could. They did a pit maneuver in the Eagle Rock area, spun it around, but it wasn't enough. That Mercedes made its way onto the 134, then the 210, and then really opened it up. Speeds to about 110, 120 miles an hour at some points. Basically, it's been on the 210 till we ran out of 210. Got on the 10 freeway. Now we're in the banning area. California Highway Patrol basically picked it up on the ground. LAPD, they backed off about by Santa Anita area. Their boss is saying, you know what, guys, come on back. Let the helicopter take it. And the helicopter did. We've been out here with that LAPD helicopter the entire time. California Highway Patrol, they're doing what they can to warn the public about this vehicle. High speeds, not that reckless driving. Only the driver in that car stolen. Making our way eastbound on the 10,
making our way
passing
downtown.
through Banning. Maybe we're going to make it out to the Palm Springs area this morning. But that pursuit continues out here this morning. Again, nothing too dramatic, nothing too dangerous. But of course, California Highway Patrol and all law enforcement want to get this vehicle off the road and that driver into custody. I'm Stu and Skyfox. Back to you two in the studio.
Yeah, Stu. Way to hit it, pal. Yeah. You're right, Ugly Pirate. They came hot and heavy for a second, and the speeds went from 60 miles an hour now to bouncing from 80 to 90.
Everything got really bright all of a sudden. I was like, whose night sun is that? So
bright lights at the casino, brightening up the city. If you're just joining us,
the chase continues, guys. If you guys are on Facebook, you can, don't walk away from the Facebook. Leave it on, on your phone. But if you guys are local, Fox News, Channel 11. I don't think Tony's there today. We're going to go visit Tony out in San Bernardino. It's San Bernardino on Palm Springs. What's that, Haley? Oh, sorry. But yeah, there's a lot of newsy goodness out there. You just turn on 11. You guys can watch, follow along there. We do updates on this pursuit. What has our life become when we do updates on pursuits? Like, where are we now? Type of things. To me, that's just.
Look, it's just the way you do it, Stu.
That's the most interesting part of this pursuit. The speeds, we're pushing about 90 miles an hour, older Mercedes. If you guys are in the market, maybe this is something you want to look at. Not this one particularly. It's got some damage on the rear where the LAPD went
a little busted up in the rear end,
spun it around, but it wasn't enough to bring it to a stop. That driver regaining control of that vehicle, getting on a freeway, and we've been there ever since. Not that freeway, because that was the 134. We basically ran the 134 out, then we ran the 210 out, now we're on the 10. If we're going to run the 10 out, we're going to be on the East Coast somewhere. I think it's over. Yeah, I was going to say we're going to be in Florida somewhere, but I don't think that's going to happen, though it would be interesting. It would be nice to go visit. I know some people out there in Jacksonville. But at any rate, we're continuing on now. The pursuit moving along at a good clip, 103, 102, so he's opening it up again. I always kind of wonder with the speed variances if he's thinking that he's getting away from somebody or if he's just bored and
no, it's because they keep when they put pressure on him, he speeds up.
Who knows? It would be interesting to see this thing come to an end. I would enjoy that personally, just to see that suspect go into custody, just to feel like we've got closure on this. I always dislike it when we have to pull off and just let it go.
Make sure
boss has said that we can follow this as long as we have a picture, and we intend on doing that for you folks. That is our plan. Again, I don't know what's up with my feed. I cannot see any of the comments. I wish I could. I'd love to follow along to at least answer some of your questions. And I'm sure a lot of it is political.
199, 200, 300, 400. I mean, this guy's 671 miles an hour. Incredible.
We want to go to Arizona and then to Florida. Oh, look, I'm getting some comments. This is awesome. 7 bailed. Oh, wow. There you go. They're quitters. They're quitters. Fox, not quitters. We're not quitters. So, at any rate,
I mean, he's moving at 108.
We've got people in Florida waiting for us to show up now. That's what I'm getting for comments. So, at any rate, we're just continuing on. We're going to stay with it as long as we have a signal, and that I'm guessing is going to fade here in just a few moments as we're making our way through the Banning Pass. It's been a long time since I've been this far out for news. Oh, look at this! What's going on here?
Who is this?
Oh, look at this guy! Is he trying to block him?
Oh my God!
No.
Okay.
I thought he was trying to block him.
I thought we had like Captain America out there in his car trying to stop somebody. If you're just joining us, make sure you give us a like on the video. Helps us tremendously. Subscribe. We were one of the first ones on the scene with this chase. And like Stu said, it was going to break up here in a minute.
I wonder next.
Now's the time to go ahead and give us that like, subscribe. Make sure you hit notifications so that anytime we do a chase, you can jump on Creedence and Bishop Show. If you're anywhere other than YouTube, make sure you get over there right now and give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification so you don't miss out.
Could go stop by.
This is just going to be a little in and out that Stu was talking about. We're going to have for a few minutes. You would think it would be out of gas by now. They've been on this chase for over an hour. So, I mean,
that speed is the knowledge of where the ground is. So the numbers will dramatically.
And that is not us. That's them. Because he said they were going through some mountains or whatever.
100.
The heck, Stu? Get it together, brother. Well, give Stu a second to get it back. Oh, man. Nah. Well, while I look for another feed, you guys just hold tight. Make sure you get that like, subscribe. What's up? What's up over there in Detroit? Fielder? What's up? At the moment, no one has the feed. So we're going to kind of like sit back for a second, wait for that to pop back on. Looking for it on several different places. Everybody, hope you're doing well this morning. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe over there at Creedence and Bishop Show channel because we cover all kinds of chases later on today. Me and Creed will be rewatching a classic chase with you, and you're welcome to join us. If you didn't check out the chase from last night. We had a chase that ended up turning into a standoff when the suspect ran into the Motel 6, and we have the entire thing right there. Man, Stu, what happened? Looking. Nothing right now, guys. Apparently, we have lost this one. We'll hang in here for a few more minutes to see if we can get anything. Check in with you guys, see how you're doing. Look, what's up, my brother? I hate when this happens too. It's very frustrating. You put in 48 hours of hard work getting things ready because it takes forever to get all this thing going. And next thing you know, here you are, and we're in no man's land. We lose everything. If you hear police choppers over me, it's not because the police are here. It's only because that's the sound of freedom. If you live where I live, you hear this sound every day, 10 times a day. All right, I'm looking for that San Antonio, Texas feed you got there. Yeah, fold man. News for San Antonio does not have the feed either. Not at least not here. You check somewhere else for it real quick. What's everybody having for breakfast this morning? Breakfast. Yep, nobody's got it. Nobody. Well, guys, is check the live feed. San Antonio News Station has a live feed. I'm looking at it right now. So far, we don't know what he did. I'll show you what News 4 San Antonio has. There, that's what they have. Nothing. Yeah. Yep. Everybody is knocked off. No one has it. It's because they were behind, Edwin. We were ahead of the game today. Well, guys, we're going to probably just jump on out of here. Make sure you give us a like, a subscribe, hit the notification bells over on the YouTube channel. Make sure you do that so that you can keep up with us and everything we do. We do a lot of exclusive content over there. We do a lot of stuff for the holidays, as far as car chases go, and we do our classic radio show. We're just a bunch of old radio guys who decided, you know what, the world's a little different right now. We'll try and do some new stuff, and we want to thank each and every one of you guys. Are amazing. You're our family now. We do a lot of cool stuff together, and we welcome you. Make sure you give us that good old like, subscribe, just to help us out, because we want to grow our family. We want to keep things going. You are very welcome. Make sure you send me my Sonic today. You did not send me Sonic. Octavia, thanks so much. You are a trooper. You've been here with me the whole time. You were my eyes on the street, you and Hector. So with that said, I will see you guys soon. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and hopefully we'll have another chase. And if this one comes back, I'll be back. You take care.